big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she wanted like me cause her lame, she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Got it? Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Hey, lock it. 25. Check 25. Ready?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, Heavy. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Go, go.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go. Check 43.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Yeah.
From the gun, Herbert completes it to Hardman. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
There we go, D. That's the way to hit.
2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
That's what I do.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this has started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Hey, let's get off the field.
Hey, wahoo!
Hey, alert! Mike's 50, Mike's 50! Bring it! Bring it!
Rush in! Rush in! Rush in!
Protein spill!
Twist! Mike's 50, Mike's 50! Let him know! Let him know!
Let's go!
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Come on,
the Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down.
Watch tight end. Hey, we got 3 down. Hey, watch edge.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 22-yard line. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
Off-play action. Herbert. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Topper! Hard!
We got double up.
Wide, get wide.
Go.
Now a handoff looking right. 5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
You draw Corker.
5 yards in the play, and it's 3rd down.
Mike's 5-4.
Drop deep.
Look at me. Door.
Check. Hey, check 24. Watch
61. Matchbox lights.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this down to the 10. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Let's go now. 60 or.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid.
Pilot, 64, weak.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Show it.
Ready?
On 2nd down, Freeman. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Badgley's kick is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week one. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield.
Here we go.
Mission accomplished. Points on the board.
At their own 18-yard line.
Try to get 53. One more in here before the quarter breaks.
I'm coming.
On first down, Taylor, limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. 3-0. After one on EA Sports.
Buccaneers, nothing.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
Hey, Alabama.
They run with Taylor. Up past the 25 to the 26. A gain of 5.
Run to the ball.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Wait, that 53. 52 right here. 52.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Sponge. No. On three. Motion. Under.
Hey, go 66.
They'll try and run for it to Jones. Go. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
53, Linda.
Now he'll throw with Brady. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Quick edge.
Alpha. Regular.
On 2nd down, it's Jones.
Let's go. Come on.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
72.
On first down, Brady.
Hey, let's get that home.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
Hey, 66.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they're bringing your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, Your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
49's the mic. Hey, get in the weight room.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 44-yard line.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
They'll run it with Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Check.
Hey, Alpha.
Check. 49. 49's the mic. 49's the mic.
Gold 50.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
80 weapon.
Let's go, G.
Hey, seam 6. 53 lead now.
From the 38, Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Come on, QB, come on.
Shoot!
Off the play fake. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Down. 8, read.
Mike, 45. They can't hang with us.
Hey, foxtrot. Let's go. Hit it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. And this one complete to Reed. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
All day, baby. Greystone travel.
Shoot.
Check 13. Hey, Haywood.
Mike's 5'4. Hey, they scared.
Check 50. Recon, 132 fighter. Let's go.
From the gun, Herbert. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Hey, check Mike 45.
You can't block me. You can't block.
6'6", bullet high. Bravo.
Switch, switch, switch.
Hey, Sam on.
Check. Check, hot route. Hot, hot.
Throwing again. Herbert. He finds Hopkins complete. 23 yards the pickup there. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And into the red zone now, and Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
5.
On first down, Herbert to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Keep doing you.
DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say I'm trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room. In an explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. Third down here. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Let's go. Let's get this ball.
53 now.
Check 9. Check 9. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears. Shift.
Check it. Let's go out. No, 66.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The final shot before half for Brady. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call? We'll find out pretty quickly here if they thought they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield, and picked up by the Chargers. And he cuts it out right side, and now off to the races down the right side. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Let's go, baby.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a first and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. If it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Being strong up the middle is imperative. I don't care what your sport, but in football, when you've got a D tackle who can contribute not only to occupying bodies, but also making plays on the ball carrier, that's when you have the cornerstone of a solid run defense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Flush to his right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air. And that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, Jet.
They don't give it here to his running back. He's got a first down past the 30. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, folks.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again is Jones. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
10.
Alert!
Mike 49.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 49.
Wait, he hit.
Brady.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
On the set.
50, 50. Mike 50.
Oh, you got deep? Look, squeeze. Ready?
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got some space here. 20. A big play there for LA. 42 yards. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
Here we go. 10 Tucson.
45 to Mike.
You're out. Top of now.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Good job,
and that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts.
Here we go,
if this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it, I'm sure.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Uchenna and Wonsu got the sack there. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
49's the mic. Watch 49. I got one.
When he hit.
Now a give right side. It's Taylor. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete. Back now in Tampa. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 39-yard line.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
'61, matchbox lights. Mike 50.
He runs.
Check. Two.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. Hunter Henry brings it in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Leo.
Let's go.
Hit it.
Now they try the right side here. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend as his guys continue to pour it on. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Brady, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Now there's 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. That's caught by Howard. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The Bucs on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Brady to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Brady going to throw.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
On the ready.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now he's going to be stopped well behind the line of scrimmage, and that's pretty much going to wipe out their gain from first down. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Ready. 10 Lobo.
Time to go, night. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch
5.
right.
On 3rd down, Herbert.
3 down.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He's going to let it fly. He's got it at the 15. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 47 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Here's Jones. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
Wait, 20!
Mike, 49.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. 72.
They'll go again to Jones. He will push his way down to about the 14. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Brady. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Go.
49's the Mike. 49's the Mike. All day, just like that.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All day, baby. All day, baby.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
One of the fun parts about working with you is that we've learned that there are different ways to do things than the way we were brought up to do them. This is Madden. Of course they were.